In order to create an assignment for a class, we first need to source a question set. We can do this two ways. We can, first of all, create a new question set by going to the questions link on the left-hand side, or we can copy or clone an existing question set that has been publicly shared by other teachers. First of all, let's go to the questions link on the left-hand menu, and we're going to create our own set now. So, if we click on the Add Set button on the right-hand side, now we have to select what kind of question set we want to create. We can create a multiple choice one, a writing assignment, a poll, a reading comprehension quiz, or a set of flashcards for vocabulary. But for this, we're just going to go with multiple choice. So first of all, we have to put in the basic details of the question set, such as the title. Let's go with general knowledge. And let's make a small set of questions for a geography class. Now, next thing is the target grade. This is what level of school grade that you want the question set to be targeted towards. So I'm going to go with just 10. And we can leave this as a private question set, meaning only we can see it and use it, or we can set it to publicly shared, which means it will appear in the shared resources section of the website for other teachers to clone and use for themselves. First though, let's just set it to private and go next. And here we enter the multiple choice questions. So for the first one, let's go with what is the capital of Poland? So that's the question. Now we have to put in the 4 different multiple choice answers. So let's go with Krakow, Gdansk, Lublin, and Warsaw. So the correct answer for this question is D. So we need to select the right radio button to reflect the correct multiple choice answer. Then we click the Add Question button, and it will be added to our list of questions here. And from then we can add in new questions on the left-hand side. If we want to edit any of the previously entered questions, we'll just click on them in the question list, and they will come up on the left-hand side for editing. Then we click Apply Changes, and they will return to the list. So now let's just put in a couple more questions. Okay, now we have 3 questions in our question set, and they all have the correct answer selected for each one. So now we go to Submit, and as we'll see here, it has come up in our list of latest question sets. The second way to create a question set is to clone an existing one that is publicly shared. So if we go to the Shared link on the left-hand menu, and then we can see the latest resources that have been shared by other teachers on the website. So let's choose a multiple choice question set. Just click the multiple choice tag to bring up those. And let's select this one here, The Tale of Emily Winsnap. Now, to make our own separate copy of this that will appear in our questions section, our private questions section, we'll just go to the right-hand side and click the Clone Question Set button. Okay, now if we go to Questions, we'll see here, The Tale of Emily Winsnap. We have our own copy of the shared question set that we saw in the Shared Resources section. Now from here we can edit this and change it in any way we want. It will not affect the original copy that the teacher made and shared for everyone else. Now that we have some new question sets here, we can choose one to add to a class as an assignment. So let's choose General Knowledge, then go to the Options button on the right-hand side and click Assign to Class. Now we choose which class we want. Let's go English 8A. And because I chose a multiple choice assignment, you can choose to either do it as a real-time quiz where all students have access to computers and they can all answer simultaneously, or as an asynchronous quiz when they can do it in their own time. And next we'll choose the student allocation. So if you don't want all of the students to take the quiz, you can select and deselect the students how you want. The next thing is the number of attempts that the assignment can be done with. By default, this is just one, so the student attempts it one time and then that's it, finished. But if you want to give them an opportunity to try and improve their original score, you can set it anywhere up to 10 attempts. Let's go with 3 attempts for this one though. The next thing is the time limit. So if we click the switch here and enable the time limit, we can set a time limit to complete the assignment of anywhere up to 60 minutes. But for now, we won't enable it, we'll just leave it disabled. Another option is you can also display the answers of the quiz, and there's a number of options here. You can choose either show just incorrect answers or show all answers, show them on the final attempt, or show them after each attempt. But we're going to just choose never show answers for the moment. The final option is the due date. So let's select a date here, the 10th of February, and we'll just leave it at 5 o'clock, I think. Then we'll click the submit button. And this will take us to the class, English 8A. And as you'll see, that general knowledge question set has been implemented in the active assignments list as an asynchronous quiz. And the due date will be listed on the right-hand side. Now I'm currently logged in as one of the students for English 8A, which is the class that the assignment was given to. In the messages list for the student, you'll see that the new assignment has been given a notification and a direct link to go to the assignment page. Students can click on this, or they can go to their Classes tab, choose the class that the assignment is in, and it will be at the top of the list of current assignments for the class. They can just click here and also just be taken to the assignment page. So as you'll see, we have 3 attempts. This is the first one. So we click Start Assignment, and now we'll have the questions. So let's put in some answers. Okay, now we can save this as a moment, and if it's a particularly long assignment, such as a writing assignment where they have to write a short essay, they can save it and come back to it at a later point. But for now, we're just going straight to Submit, which will send the answers to the teacher. And because this is a multiple choice assignment, this one will be automatically graded. So unfortunately, I only got 1 out of 3 for this one. Now, here is also displayed the feedback or answers, but I haven't set the answers to be displayed for this assignment when I set up the options for it. Or we could also reattempt here too, but I'm not going to for the time being. I'll just leave it at that. And also, if the teacher gives any feedback, this will be displayed here too. So now I'm going to go back to the teacher account and show the answers and also put in some feedback for this student. Now we're back to the teacher account, and to see the results, let's go to the Classes tab, go to English 8A, then click on the General Knowledge assignment in the list of active assignments. And from here, we can scroll down and see that Daria Lloyd has submitted their answer on the 2nd of February 2020 at 12:16 a.m. with a score of 1 out of 3. So if we click this, we'll see their exact answers, including the correct and incorrect ones, and the score. So now I can give a feedback message to Daria Lloyd about this. Still have 2 attempts left. Okay. We can also request a reattempt as well, but we're not going to for the time being. We're just going to tell them that they need to try again and that they still have 2 attempts left to do the assignment. Then we click Submit. And now we'll switch back to the student account to show how the feedback comes through. Okay, we're back into Daria Lloyd's account. So to see the results, let's go to the Classes tab, select English 8A, and then we can click on the general knowledge assignment that we did before. And as you'll see here, we've got the feedback from the teacher. Not a great result, try again. Remember, you still have 2 attempts left. So let's take their advice and click reattempt. Now, if they do reattempt the assignment, this will delete their previous score. So they cannot go back and try and reinstate their previous score. So let's go yes, delete everything and start again. We're on attempt 2 of 3. So go start assignment. And we'll go put in the answers here. And then we'll submit it. So we did much better that time, 3 out of 3.